I just wanted to add to what my co-panelist has put very articulately is also the issue which is now cropping up of land jihad. We've all heard of love jihad, but land jihad is becoming an issue that needs some amount of scrutiny because a lot of land that is set aside for tribal populations, there is a targeted intermarriage happening between these illegal immigrations and girls from these areas. And obviously then their children who do inherit this land, the question that then comes up is what are they being raised as? Are they being raised in the tribal culture? Are they being raised, in the Muslim culture? So these are issues that have not even come up to light and are already creating larger fault lines than there may be. And also, as my co-panelist said about the demographic change, one of the most shocking demographic changes that I found was that in 2001, the Muslim population was approximately 30%. In 2021, it's 40%. These are huge
Right.
jumps. How do these jumps happen? There has to be population coming in from somewhere else. So for all the naysayers who say that, oh, this is not illegal immigration, or who make excuses for this change that is happening, A, need to understand that this was a design historically, and B, they need to understand the implications of demographic change and what it does to societies. Having said that, coming to your question about what can be done in the future. Now, this is a really important question. It is also a very difficult question to answer because we pretty much know what can be done. Um, but it's difficult to do so. So, for example, border fencing. Border fencing may be a foolproof method of preventing infiltration. May not be a foolproof method, but there isn't a better method. And uh, for border fencing to be effective, it has to be supplemented by other efforts as well, like vigorous patrolling of these areas. More border security forces being deployed into these areas. And if this can be done, this is partly a solution to the problem, but not a whole solution. Border
Right.
policing, and border policing and sort of uh, having focus on the movement of smugglers, militants, infiltrators, is really, really important. But you see, Assam, even compared to, let's say, Punjab, has a much bigger and more dangerous dimension to it. So the measures to counter trans-border movement in Assam, unfortunately, have been given a lower priority than it was given in Punjab, is because of our government's previous dispensations policies towards the region
Right.
as a whole, not just towards Assam, But having said that, apart from that, even though areas like Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab have always been given a lot more importance, a lot more media coverage, people talk about it a lot more, people are concerned about it lot more. The issue remains that the Northeast region and Assam, being one of the gateways to the Northeast region, is in a far more precarious position than any of these other states.
Right.
So I think it's really important that we look at our border fencing, we look at our border patrolling, we look at deployment of more forces on these areas. Um, Also, I think we need to issue multi-purpose photo identity cards. There
Right.
is no way to go beyond it. There needs to be identification. Many countries have it. I don't understand the problem with us having it. Yes, the exercise of it is not going to be foolproof. The exercise of it is not going to be exact. But that doesn't mean you don't attempt the exercise.